let's talk about the IT because, we've had reports. I had spoken to someone early on about DOGE kind of taking over the Office of Personnel Management and, how their servers were available to the public for a minute and people were logging in as DOGE from other countries. And there were reports of boxes being installed, maybe to exfiltrate our data from certain agencies up into the cloud, Azure, or using Starlink. What do you know about the compartmentalization of our private data as citizens and what DOGE was attempting to do to get at it?
I can only answer from my experience, which was at the IRS. And so, taking a step back, at the US Digital Service, our operating models, we would be sent out to different agencies, almost like deployed or assigned to fix a specific problem, or in my case, to help launch DirectFile, the free tax filing product. And so I was already embedded within the IRS, even though I wore this other hat at the digital service. And so my interactions were through the IRS. And the IRS, I was in a situation actually, which I'm really grateful for, which is we were under a temporary restraining order, which meant that DOGE could not access individual data within the IRS. And that was due to a temporary restraining order after they tried to, once they were stopping the USAID payments, and courts stepped in to say, this is enough, we need to sort this out. And so that temporary restraining order effectively covered the individual data, taxpayers' individual data. The way that it works inside the IRS is that data is the most special thing the IRS holds. Taxpayer data, federal taxpayer information, FTI, it's protected by multiple laws and policies, countless number of policies inside the IRS. And so it was really a relief because what they were asking for when they arrived was access to individual level data. And that would mean that the systems that they were asking access to meant that I could go in and delete my own tax liabilities or increase your tax liabilities. This was access that no one has access to unless it's your job to do that, right? A customer service agent, if you're giving them a call, they're allowed to do that because that is part of their job. But no one else had that level of access. So we were really lucky that those TROs kind of put everything on hold, and that remains to date.